And I looked at him. I remember being
That's
upset or
crazy.
annoyed. I was like, did you just shush us? And he's like, no.
Dude, that's
And then,
plain as day, man.
yeah.
If you
Well,
heard
and you
that,
can
there's
hear-
no way you would think that was something that wasn't paranormal. That's somebody behind you doing that. That's clear as day. That's crazy.
And the more I listen to it, the more I can hear two distinct different shushes because they're coming at a different cadence. Yeah, they're coming at a one's doing one cadence, the other's doing the other. So there were two really pissed off women telling us to be quiet because we were being too loud again.
In the paranormal war room, the legends arise. We're diving deep down where the truth never lies. Diving deep down where the truth never lies. Unravel the mysteries, let the stories unfold. This beat, these tales are daring and bold.
You guys, it's an hour earlier for you than me, ain't it, over there?
Yeah, it's 11.
I mean, we've been up.
Like
I've been
11
up since
a.m.?
5:30. So, yeah.
Not me,
Slept
boy. I
like
was throwing
shitless.
logs at 5:30 a.m.
I woke up like 2 and then I was up to like 3. I just went and sat outside. Oh, that reminded me. So I was sitting outside about 2 a.m. and I was looking up at the stars, and one of the stars, it went, and then
Blew out?
like it just, a light like flashed like real quick, and then it flashed again, and then there was a pause and it flashed again, but it was all in the same spot and it wasn't moving. It did it 3 times.
That's weird.
It looked like a star. I was like, okay. It's like, I have no idea what that was, but that was cool to see.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't a plane. And I have
do that when they go
And
out.
this is out in Oklahoma. Is that where you guys are at, Oklahoma?
Yeah. And yeah, so
Oh yeah.
that was like, it wasn't moving. I know what a plane looks like, especially really high. I mean, I grew up around planes and everything.
You were in the Air Force.
And I was in the Air Force, so, jets and everything else going on. But yeah, the fact that it was in the same place and it did it 3 times and I was staring right at it. That was really cool.
That's weird, man. It's weird. And that's a lot of flat ground out that way, isn't it?
Not where we were.
You don't have a...
No, northeastern Oklahoma starts to get hilly because you start getting into Missouri and Arkansas. But if you hit
if you go to western past Oklahoma City, it's flat.
Yeah, it's flat. But we've got the hills. We're green country, and it's all hilly and green.
Yeah, you start to get into the Ozarks and.
Oh my God.
Well, that's cool. There's a little bit of lag between you guys, and so if it gets kind of weird, just know that when the recordings uploads, it'll all equal out in the end. So
okay.
But I'm definitely ready to hear about this big trip you guys took. But yeah, man, I'm definitely ready to hear about this big trip you guys took since the last time we talked. So yeah, let's hear about it, man. Where'd you start and where'd you end?
Ashmore Estates, and then ended up in Salem for 5 days. It was pretty amazing. I mean, in total 16 stays because we had to drive up to Maine. I'm like, look, Maine's 40 minutes away. We have to at least drive up to Maine. And there was this unmarked cemetery we found up there in Maine. It didn't have a name to it, but it had people buried there from
late 1800s.
17s?
Oh, late 1700s.
Yeah, late 1700s.
Oh.
Which is crazy. And we were walking around there, got pictures and everything. That was really cool. But yeah, Ashmore.
Them people been dead a lot. That's some revolutionary dead people there. You know what I mean?
I think that even before, the Salem is in the 1600s. So, it's probably that time period between that hysteria and the Revolutionary War. Yeah, we started off at Ashmore with the most unconventional wedding ever.
Ceremony.
I say wedding ceremony, same thing.
Well, I was going to ask, is there anything else happened on the road trip you guys want to talk about? But I didn't know if you wanted to talk about it or not.
Well, I broke it on your first podcast that we were getting married.
Yes. Yeah.
We did record it and we had a REM pod going. And it was going off continuously when the ceremony was going on. It didn't go off.
Did you get any objections from the
we didn't,
spirit world or okay?
Nope, they enjoyed
everybody
it.
was cool with it then. Okay.
Yeah, the REM pod didn't go off during the ceremony. Then afterwards, it started going off again.
Yep. Have you met Robin from Ashmore? Robin or Ashley? They're great people.
No. I don't even know what Ashmore is. Explain that to me.
Ashmore Estates is an old poorhouse up in Illinois.
That's my kind of place right there, baby.
Yeah. It's just big old farmland, and everybody that used to live there got dropped off there. They'd work there.
Yeah.
And there were little kids up to old people.
There was a hospital at one time too.
Yeah.
I mean, you can see forever right there, and it's like this big building in the middle of nowhere, but it's so cool. And it's the place where we probably had the most evidence we've ever gotten, or at least the best EVPs we've ever gotten.
Every time we go there, it's just a little bit better, a little bit better.
Yeah,
and we're going there 2 more times this year, right?
And 2 more times this year. So
really?
We're going in August and October as well.
With different groups.
So, and the best EVPs that we've gotten for the most part have been in the equipment room when we're just sitting there playing around. Yeah. When we're just sitting there playing around, we get the clearest EVPs we've gotten. Now, we did get one the first time. We didn't realize until right before we left for this trip. Because that was one of our first main investigations together, and we kissed. And
we didn't kiss. We were making out downstairs.
We were making out.
Hey, what's up, man?
We had
that's how you paranormal investigate right there, baby.
but right after that, because I mean, you can hear it, and then right after that, you hear they were kissing. Someone whispers, they were kissing. So it was really cool.
Wow.
And this
did it
time
seem like it was an adult ghost or a young ghost or anything like that?
It was a young kid. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, oh my God, did you see that? But there was an accent to it too. There was kind of a little bit of a twang to it too. Because it wasn't kissing, it was kissing. Yeah. They were kissing.
Kind of like a Tennessee accent, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, which is funny because the EVP we got there this time in the equipment room was Ask Jansen.
Yeah, another twang.
Like, and it was like clear as day. It was like he was sitting right there next to us.
And he was on FaceTime with his son just beforehand, and his son's name's Jensen. So he had said his name several times when he was on, because he was showing him around.
Yeah.
So we were asking questions, and something came in and said, "Ask Jansen." So
wow,
it was pretty neat.
See, yeah, it is neat, man. I get a lot of those. I had some people on the show a few weeks ago that were doing some kind of these REM pods and stuff like that, and they were getting called out by name. And when that stuff happens, I just don't see how people can say that. How can you be a skeptic when stuff like that happens? You know what I mean? It doesn't add up to me, you know?
They're real hard-headed.
Yeah. Either really hard-headed or they're real stuck in their beliefs that it can't possibly be that.
We have there's a fellow in the industry that he is bound and determined to prove to the scientific world that everything in the paranormal is real. And so he asks people, like, what could we do as investigators to prove ourselves to the scientific community? The majority of us are like, we don't fucking care. Like, whether or not they believe us or accept us, we're not out there. Because, I mean, and there are people out there like that their goal is actual scientific evidence that'll prove to the world. But the rest of us are like, we don't have anything to prove. We're not doing this to prove it to anyone. We're not doing this for anyone else. We're doing this for ourselves, you know, to live our best lives and learn what we can. So,
yeah, I mean,
I think paranormal investigation has went past that. I don't think anybody's worried about convincing people that don't believe anymore. It's more like
it ain't going to happen.
You know, we're just going to do this for ourselves. Yeah.
It's like
people
trying to
have
shove
their beliefs, and
down.
you're not going to change them.
Yeah, it's like trying to shove religion down people's throats. If you try and do it, they're just not going to listen. So,
except you don't have that curveball.
In fact, it turns people away from religion.
Yeah,
you know, I know for myself, if you try to force it down that makes me not want to even fool with it. You know?
So you sound like a 10-year-old boy. We've got a couple of those. We've been talking about that this morning. The more you try to encourage them to do something, the more they fight against you. And they're going to do it anyways.
Oh yeah, well. Well, in my head, I think I'm about 12 years old, so that makes sense, you know.
It helps.
So,
I mean,
ask my
like,
wife and she'll tell you, you know what I mean?
I had a thought today, kind of a jacked up thought of the day.
Go
But
ahead. I'm just breathing. I'm so exhausted. I'm just going to take some
I don't know if
breaths.
this will ruffle a few feathers or not, but it's just I never
Let's ruffle
thought
them,
this.
baby.
I never thought of it
He's the
like
king of
this
it.
before. But so the Immaculate Conception, you know, Mary getting pregnant with Jesus, because God got her pregnant. The 10 Commandments, it says, "Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife." But God impregnated somebody's wife.
Oh, I never thought about that.
That's what I said. That's a detail that
Yeah, you know what? I don't know how to think. I need to think about that before I comment on it because that's true.
I need to think about that one
What I
before
got no
responding.
comment on it.
I'm telling you give him a topic, he will mull it over and pull all the details out
Yeah.
and hit some links, and then that's what's so great about his weekly posts on our Facebook is that the things that he posts aren't just for clicks, aren't just for like, hey, come to our page. They're like actual deep thoughts that he's wanting to communicate with other people, and other people really get engaged. It's really cool when it gets going. So they have some
Yeah,
really
it
good
is, and
discussions.
you just made me think. So I'm going to think about that, and through this whole week, when I get little ideas about it, I'm going to text you, and we're going to
Okay.
talk about that because that really makes me think, and it does. You know,
He lives for that
it really
shit,
does,
Corky.
man.
Yeah, it's
What I'm talking
yeah.
about.
I've kind of really been thinking outside the box lately, and so that was just like I don't know why that would even pop in my head, but it did. As we were driving
Well,
back from the lake. But we digress.
Digression.
So we met up with several groups at Ashmore.
How do you get from that to this?
I don't know. I'm going back to it.
hey, we go anywhere we want to go, baby.
Shared paranormal. Our paranormal investigators. OPI. Was it OPI?
OPE.
OPE. Sorry, OPE.
Our paranormal escapades.
Escapades. Yep, that's what it is. Escapades.
Okay.
And who else? Ghostlight Paranormal was with us. Scott and Angie and Ash. So we had a good group there. And we went to sleep. If you ever do end up, I know you're not much of a paranormal investigator, but if you ever do end up over at Ashmore and you stay the night, stay in that middle bunk because it seems like whoever does, they get a lot of activity inside of there.
Nice.
And so we were there and we were talking and goofing right before we went to sleep. And Madison was over in the corner, and then you heard I mean, it was loud. And then we start laughing because we're like, oh my God, Madison just shushed us. It's like, we better go to sleep. So we wake up in the morning, and then I give her a hard time about shushing us. She's like, I thought that was you guys.
She said, that wasn't me. So it came from the middle of the room. Some lady shushed us. And it just blew our minds. And then we talked to one of our friends that actually stayed in that cabin last year, the exact little cabin. They're not cabin. They're like little sheds with bunk beds in them, you know, but
Right.
we had a friend stay in that one, and she said she got shushed the same way like 2 or 3 times over the course of like 3 or 4 days. Yeah. So
Wow.
it's definitely not a residual kind of thing because it was we were goofing off and we were being kind of loud when it was nighttime, and she was not happy.
They were not having it.
Past her bedtime, she didn't want no noise, did she?
Right. Well, and our friend was like, yeah, every time that I got shushed, she said I was making noise or goofing around or, you know, on a phone call or something when I shouldn't have been. And just happened. So it was pretty cool though. It was a neat experience.
And in the other bunkhouse is Gacy's attorney's couch.
Yeah.
So John Wayne Gacy, the serial killer, the one that represented him, the attorney, their couch is in that other bunkhouse.
Now, is Gacy the one that would dress up like a clown?
Yeah. And they found it was like a movie unrolling underneath his floorboards of body after body after body.
Wow.
whenever they finally did uncover everything, ended up being what, in the 20s, like 26 or something.
Yeah, way more than anybody thought.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, they were just
You know what's crazy about Gacy is, again, up here in Pigeon Forge, they have this thing called Alcatraz Crime Museum, and we went in there. It's been a few years ago, but they actually had one of the clown suits that he wore and like killed people in, and how
oh wow.
morbid is that? But then here you have me, I'm going there checking that stuff out, and they got this thing hanging up on the wall, and I guess it's got a mannequin in it or whatever. But I was sitting there looking at it, and just you could feel the negative energy coming off that thing. It's just
Oh,
like
I'm
they had
sure.
Ted Bundy's Volkswagen in there with the seat took out to where he would lay the women down and kidnap them and stuff like that. You could just feel the negative energy in there. It was crazy, man.
Dude, that would be insane. I forget as far as Bundy goes, because it was a very minute detail that they found. Because he was normally like
Mhm.
really kept everything like super clean and tidy and neat and
Yeah.
everything. It's just one little thing that they found that ended up getting caught, which was, you know, obviously meant to happen if it's like that. So after that, we went to ISS, so Indiana State Sanatorium. And that
Oh,
place,
I bet that was creepy.
oh, it's massive. Like, it's so big. Um, Not nearly as creepy as what it's made out to be, though, or at least our experience, it
Hmm.
wasn't.
It was the
Um,
pharmacy receipt for film inside Gacy's home
yeah.
that belonged to the boy that got killed.
Oh, that's
A
right.
tiny little receipt.
A little receipt for
So
Gacy is
that
what got him
just
caught.
a little slip up's what gets them.
Yeah.
I,
Um,
I think that was the same thing with Ted Bundy. He just got arrogant, and then they don't cover
Yep.
their tracks like they should. But
um,
I find
but
serial
yeah.
killers, interesting if you can't tell.
I mean, it
I
really
know
is
that's
because their
weird.
minds are so jacked, but it's just like trying to
Yeah.
understand the way that they'll think. Um, ISS, I mean, the property's massive, several buildings on it. Um, it was fun, but yeah, it wasn't really that
Anything
creepy.
good happened there while you were there?
Really? We haven't reviewed the evidence. We've been so
Oh,
busy with the
really?
store.
Okay.
Yeah, we've been so busy with the
Guarantee
store
it.
that
I've kept you a
it
little bit busy at least.
it's been fun. But just with everything we've been doing, that has to take a back seat to the store. So
Yeah, I mean,
Exactly.
there was a building that messed up a couple of people. I mean, that got messed up. She had to get out, and then there's another guy that got
Mm,
jacked up really good. Whatever was in there didn't want us there. It was
emotionally,
emotionally,
mentally.
yeah. It wanted to be left alone, so that's why it was there. Because it was kind of darting around, staying away from everybody. So,
mhm.
um,
And then we went up into the attic.
and then went up into the attic, and that's when Amanda had to step out from there. The tunnel wasn't even
Wow.
creepy.
What happened?
Like to me,
Yeah.
oh, it
Yeah,
just
yeah.
got sometimes when I go places, I get that inside feeling, like the real physical and emotional feeling being an empath. That's what I get. And I just got everything got really heavy and I got hot. My heart rate started going up. My hands started sweating. And I was like, okay. And like my I can tell because my brain starts thinking like scary things and bad things. And like if I'm trying to go to sleep somewhere and I close my eyes and I see like, oh god, I just got goosebumps all over. I'll see things that are terrifying that I don't normally see. I'm not that sort of person. I don't see that shit. And so when I start
Right.
to see those and I start to feel that, I know it's time to get out. So, um, yeah, that's kinda I just knew that I needed to leave. I don't know that anybody else needed to leave, but I needed to leave. But I found out once I got outside that another one of our friends who's a pretty, significant empath like myself, but, he felt the same way because he was walking out to his car. He's like, "You doing alright?" He's like, "You had to come out, huh?" And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Yeah, me too." And then he described exactly what I was feeling, so, and I don't think he even went upstairs, but it started when I was downstairs because it was just like this weird feeling like something wasn't right. And then when I went upstairs,
Mhm.
that's when everything got way too heavy, and nobody else seemed to be bothered. It was just me, but, he's taught me
Wow.
to start really trusting those feelings and that's what's supposed to protect me is,
Right.
that feeling. So, because I've not trusted that feeling before, and I ended up getting really sick somewhere and having those really bad visions. It was a really rough night, but so when I start to feel that, I respond to it, whether or not, because I'm still a skeptic, so whether or not it was actually something happening, psychically or whatever, it doesn't matter. I'm feeling something. I got to trust my body and my intuition and get the hell out of there. So
Exactly.
but
Always got to listen to that gut feeling, man. In
yeah,
anything in
I'm
life,
not
in my opinion.
exactly. Yeah, I'm not there to tempt anything or prove anything. I want to keep myself safe and my family safe. So
Yeah, you got to watch out for the Amish there too, man. They're crazy with those horse and buggies.
they have the right of way
Oh,
wherever you go, and they know it. They will jump right out in
oh,
front of your
dude,
car.
we got Amish on Ritalin around here, dude. They will just run you off the road, horse and buggy style around here, dude.
Yeah,
Dude, they get
and it
live
wouldn't
up
hold
here,
up in
man.
a
They
court of law. They'd be like,
no way it wouldn't, man.
that buggy came right at me. They're like, really?
I'm
A
like,
buggy?
I'd be like, you're on it. Ezekiel just run me off the road with a horse, dude. But they are,
Hey,
dude. They'll
flip
take
me the
over the
bird
whole
while
road
doing
up
it.
here.
Yeah.
It was a literal bird. He held that bird up.
Grabbed a raven out of his backpack and
That's
just
great.
shoved it at me. Yeah.
That's great, man.
There was a pretty cool thing with we got a little bit of results with the flashlight. The boys and the girls separated. We were on one floor, they were on another floor.
Oh, wait, no.
And then
It's the flashlight.
well, on our end it was the flashlight.
Oh yeah.
On our end, yeah, so we were trying to figure out what music it liked. And Scott said, "Summer, do you just want me to shut up?" And the flashlight turned on and the music kept playing. And then when the music was slowly turning off, the flashlight started going back on, and you could just feel that thank you, because it allowed them to hear that song.
Yeah, they were on the 3rd floor, so they were on the floor right below us girls. We had a group of like 5 girls upstairs on the 5th floor or 4th floor, and the 4 or 5 girls. But anyhow, so we could hear the music. It was Garth Brooks, and they were loving it. It was one of Garth Brooks' songs.
Yeah, it was.
I don't know whether it was sang by him or not, but it was one of his songs. But so we could hear it. We were listening to it and everything. We were doing a REM pod, and we were getting activity here and there. But the thing about ISS is all the windows are gone. So if you get a breeze coming through, that temperature sensor may be going off because of something paranormal, might be going off because of a breeze, So we didn't rely too much on that. But then we started hearing things coming from the hallway to our right. And I swear to God, for an hour, us girls, and I still haven't. I had my camcorder. It's one of those big Canon ones like they use on Destination Fear with a Rode microphone on it and everything. I had it down at the end of the hallway. I still haven't listened.
Wow.
I'm an idiot, but I need to go do that.
There's no telling what you're sitting on, man.
I know.
There's no telling.
I know. It's all uploaded and ready though. But I've got it down at the end of the hallway, and we're at the beginning of the hallway, and we've got I think one of the girls was kind of creeping towards the middle of the hallway, but we were starting to see shadows there at the corner, and then we started hearing like a bed squeaking, like somebody was rolling around on a bed. And it was not a bed, a mattress. So, but it wasn't something we tried to recreate it. And I swear to God, we got it on audio. We had to have. I think we had another recorder. Yeah, we had another camcorder down there too. I think it was Maddie's or something. No, it was we were there with
ESP Paranormal
ESP Paranormal Couple.
Shared Paranormal, Ghostlight, and then MJ was there.
But
wow.
Anyhow, it was crazy because he didn't believe me. He's like, no, blah blah blah. It was this and this and this. And Eric came up there, and Eric was like, rah, rah, rah. Basically, the boys are like, it's all in your head, and us girls were like, no, like we heard what we heard, and I don't give a shit what you say. We know what we heard.
That's funny that you have this male versus female, spats just in paranormal investigation, just like you do in normal everyday life. That's great.
It's nice too, because well, I mean, I guess the paranormal community, ours at least, isn't male heavy or female heavy. Normally, it's female heavy wherever you go, but we've got that even. So it was really nice to be able to do, because the 5th floor or the 4th floor was for
the men's floor. The 4th and the 3rd floor was the women's floor.
Well, but it was women that couldn't be near men.
Yeah.
Couldn't be around men. And then the 4th floor was like dangerous men. So the women were on the dangerous men floor, and the men were on the floor of the women who couldn't be around men. Which we didn't get.
Really?
We didn't get any like, oh my God, we just got pushed or hit or whatever. Somebody screamed at us. We didn't get any of that we know of. But yeah, it was cool.
Yeah,
no doubt, no doubt.
That was fun.
And then the hospital, old hospital on College Hill was next, and
that's creepy. The whole city.
Williamson, West Virginia.
That's
Virginia, okay.
West Virginia.
West Virginia, okay.
That fucking state's all messed up.
Our first time going to West Virginia.
Look, you got to be a special person to go to West Virginia.
It is so spooky, but
it's gorgeous.
The town itself, where Old Hospital is, was where the Hatfields and McCoys had their like rivalry. The battle went on, and
that's a feud right there, son.
Yeah, that's where they had it. Because Tanya, one of the owners, pointed out, she's like, you see that traffic light? There's a river right there. That's where that battle took place at, and that other side is Kentucky.
And you can see this right on the like patio of the hospital.
And the whole thing is creepy. The whole town is creepy. There's haunted everything. We saw shadow stuff going up, light poles, and
I saw it wrapping around the top of a light pole. I'm like, what the hell is that? I thought it was like a bird or a squirrel or something. So we drove around and I looked and there was nothing. But it was like a smoky something. It like
driving.
It was weird.
Driving through parts of the town was like driving through the slums in Rio de Janeiro. And then
really? In West Virginia? Dang.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is this town's on the inside of like, it's almost like a canyon. You've got mountains all around, and then you've got this bowl, and this town is in this bowl. So there's houses all the way up the mountains. And so when you're going up the mountains to get to all the houses, you've got like those back and forth windy roads. They are less than one lane. You're thinking 0.65 of a lane to fit. At the time we had a big Jeep Cherokee, and it was like, we're not fucking fit through this.
We tried to turn. We couldn't make it. We actually had to back up and then go. Like, I mean, small city streets. But it's so intimidating looking at the hospital as you're on your way up there. It really is. It's the creep factor is probably a 15 out of 10.
But it's magically creepy.
It is magically creepy. And then you get up there.
I like
that. Magically creepy.
Yeah, I do. I like that.
And the old hospital did not disappoint. Now, I would say don't go with a big group of people. 5, 6 people, probably the most, is more than enough for that place. It's big, but if you want to try to capture any type of EVP whatsoever, and have it be legitimate, I would say keep it about that size. We were talking in the equipment room, and we heard coughing, like
and conversation,
like for like a minute.
Okay, so when you watch these paranormal shows, and they're like, I swear that's a human. Like, I swear that's a human down there. It has to be human. There's no other explanation. That sounds too real. I've never had that happen to me. You can always tell when a spirit's a spirit because it's like that underwater kind of, it's a different kind of tone. This wasn't. This was like, there are being people downstairs. And they somehow, we had the whole place locked up. There's no broken windows. Everything is secure. Somehow they got in, but it was us 3 girls and Philip. We're like, Philip, you got to go look. It was like, we don't have any guns, so
you got to be the man there,
right.
Yeah, no, I went and cleared it, and there was nothing.
But we were all standing there. We all heard it. It was like a conversation going on between a male and a female, and then somebody literally coughed a couple times, and it was loud.
That is crazy, man. No doubt, that's crazy.
So we were like, that had to be. That wasn't the only thing that happened, though. There was some crazy shit that happened there.
Amanda got shushed again.
Why does that keep happening?
Hey, I have fun.
No, yeah, we got shushed. We're the hearing testing thing.
I can play the video. You can tell the story.
The hearing testing booth. We had for those like
And we lost the recorder all this evidence is on. So thank God I recorded at least one thing.
We had the headphones.
Right.
And if you ever do a hearing test, you go into the booth, they close the door. These really crappy headphones that you hear your own heart beating, so you don't know if you can hear the tone beep or not.
Yeah. You get confused.
Yeah. So somebody went in there and closed the door most of the way, and they had their headphones on, and we were talking outside the booth, and I kind of started walking away, and in the middle of it, you heard like
it was a couple. You'll hear it. It's a couple different people basically getting on our asses, being loud, and it sounds like those, like
crazy.
those old, like an old church lady, how they just get irate and just up in your face. That's what it sounds like. Hang on just a second. I'll play it for you.
Yeah, she's looking for it.
Then slap you on a hand with a ruler or something like it.
Right.
I mean, I was walking away and I heard it clear as day. I was the furthest person away from them. And
now that's cool.
It was.
Okay, hold on. Well, you got to turn it up.
Did you hear that?
Let me rewind it again.
Yeah, but I can't really make it out. That's something I can enhance, and after the show, though, I can probably make it out better.
Well, it's not the conversation. That's us. The talking is us. It's the that you hear.
Yeah. Play it one more time. Let me see if I can hear it.
We got to push play, Amanda.
No, good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'll do it one more time. Right afterwards, you'll hear, I'll let it play after, but right afterwards, you hear me say, "Did you just shush us?" to Philip? And he's like, "No." Hold on.
Yeah, play that one more time. Now you're telling me that was not you guys doing that.
That was out loud in between us. There were 3 people standing. So we were all standing in like a triangle, and it came from, you can tell on the thing. I had the voice recorder right in the middle of us, and MJ was in the listening booth, and us 3 were out there, but we were making noise. We were talking, goofing around like we do. Me and Maddie get together and we start bullshitting on each other. And then all of a sudden we just hear, and I looked at him. I remember being upset or annoyed. I was like, "Did you just shush us?" And he's like, "No."
Dude, that's plain as day, man.
Yeah.
If you heard that, there's no way you would think that was something that wasn't paranormal. That's somebody behind you doing that. That's clear as day. That's crazy.
And the more I listen to it, the more I can hear 2 distinct different shushes, because they're coming at a different cadence. Yeah, they're coming at one's doing one cadence, the other's doing the other. So there were 2 really pissed off women telling us to be quiet because we were being too loud again.
Wow. I wonder
it's not just me, though.
What part of the hospital were you guys in?
Second floor. I think that's where the hearing booth was at. So you have the equipment
which
room.
would make sense. They're always telling people to be quiet because somebody might be doing a hearing test or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Man, that's crazy.
They had somebody in the booth.
We had someone in the booth, so they probably thought they were doing it. Yeah.
Wow.
We were disrupting their test.
That's some good evidence right there, man. Wow. That's awesome.
Yeah. So we've been pretty fortunate to get some pretty good EVPs over the course of time. And then after that, not too much happened. Like we investigated the 4th floor and the 3rd floor. They said if that elevator door opens, it's legit because there's no power to the elevator.
Oh, wow. No doubt.
It didn't open though, so apparently it has in the past.
The original elevator does still work.
Yeah. And then
the basement was really powerful. You had an Estes session down there, and we were seeing a figure at the end of the hallway. Again, haven't watched the evidence yet, but we were watching a figure at the end of the hallway. He was in the middle of the hallway in the dark doing an Estes session. And we're watching it happen at the end of the hallway. So.
Wow.
And then after that, we took off and went by Point Pleasant. Because, I mean, if you're in West Virginia and you can make just
that's
a slight
the Mothman place, right?
Yeah, you got to go to Point Pleasant.
Yeah.
You got to be able to.
Y'all schooled me on that last interview.
And you got to kiss his glorious ass. Because the statue there does have a glorious ass.
They spent a lot of time making that thing pretty.
Yeah.
Hey,
People stick
you gotta
like
give
money
credit
in
where
there and
credit's due,
everything.
baby.
And then headed up to Gettysburg. Um, we were trying to
Oh, I
do
bet
a
there
little
was
bit
some
in a
stuff
room.
happened there, wasn't there?
We didn't really get anything. Of course, we were kind of tired.
Really?
We did stay in not the way, was it the Whaley?
Yeah, I'll show you. That was him in the hallway. There's a creepy old hallway down there.
No doubt. No doubt.
That was where the doctor's no, that was where pediatric was.
That's where they stuck the kids down in the
Wow.
basement. And there's one room in there.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. There's one room in there that's kind of like their test to see if somebody has abilities or not, because anyone that does, they don't go in that room. Like either like
Wow.
their mind, it just like slips by them and their mind doesn't even register that room exists, or if it does, like they don't step in it.
Wow.
And they stay out of it. So, but Gettysburg, like, I mean, the history and everything, like we couldn't do it justice. We got there, we walked kind of downtown to a burger place, stayed in the
I was kissing his ass. Sorry, go ahead.
Hey, man.
Was it the Whaley House?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Whaley House. And we on the first floor wherever they set up. Didn't realize it, but that's in the Project Fear. That's where when they did that episode, they were in the same room. But
something locked us in.
Yeah.
Something locked our bedroom door. It was one of those old brass deadbolts, like those old school ones.
Yeah.
Somebody
Wow.
locked it, and it wasn't us. So, and you can only lock it from the inside of the room. But that's all we got there.
Yeah. They said like 30 bodies were found on that property or died around that property. And then we tried to make Penhurst, but they don't do anything on the weekends, apparently. Like
Well, they only do things on the weekend.
Only do things on the weekends. That's what it is. Only on the weekends, not during the week.
We were there during the week.
So they had it locked up, and they had a trail camera looking right at the gate. And I'm like, sometimes I'm like, man, how, like, they can't call it, like, get anyone there that fast. Like, if we were to, like, go run and take a look real quick. But no, they had that trail camera. I guarantee you, when we get out of that car, they're already calling. And, because normally it's like you park in a spot that says, like, a tow away zone, because this business's parking spot. But if you're going in somewhere real fast, there's no way they can call a tow truck fast enough if you're just going in and out.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So we ended up at the Eastern State Pen, which is beautiful.
Nice.
Beautiful. They don't do any investigations there though. Because of
why not?
A certain person that gives a bad name to the field, called a barber chair a torture chair, and that's what everybody knows it as now, and they're fighting back against it.
Yep.
So.
Because this is one of those shows that a lot of people watch, when they're first starting out in the paranormal.
Oh, I think we know what you're talking about. That guy's a jerk from what I hear in real life.
And this guy calls demon on everything, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gets possessed in every episode.
Yeah. But there was a prison break there, and a genius prison break. They gave a stonemason.
It's 11:44. Just let you know.
Okay. A stonemason tools to repair the place, and he used those tools to escape along with a few other people. And they had electricity running through this tunnel. They had braces. They had like everything. They burrowed out of the pen.
Yeah, here's the hole he dug right here, right in his cell. He dug it right through the wall, and then it went straight down. And then there was a huge tunnel, like hall, like big enough for go have lunch down there or something. But
yeah,
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
Over the course of time, they put braces up there so it wouldn't collapse, and they had electricity running, like you said, lights.
Let me tell you something. Those guys can get inventive. I was a correction officer for 5 years, and I could not tell you the stuff that I have found inside jail cells and stuff like that. Those guys will make a water heater. They'll make chargers for cell phones, and dude, when you're in jail, you got nothing to do but sit and think. And a lot of these guys are smart, man. Just because they made a mistake and are in jail, don't mean they're not smart.
Oh,
I have seen
exactly.
some crazy stuff. I have seen some crazy, and a lot of times I just look at them and smile and be like, "Hey, that's all you. I mean, if you went through all this trouble, you can just keep it. Who am I?" But
And
anyhow,
that's why
yeah.
you were
So
only
I
a
don't.
correctional officer for 5 years.
Well, that and it don't pay jack squat. So they
I'm
didn't pay me
sure.
enough for somebody to threaten to kill me every day. So I had to get
Right.
out of that. But yeah, anything you see in a jail, these guys get. They can be some engineers. I believe it 100%, dude. So yeah, they can get real engineering.
And then we ended up at Salem.
Mhm.
Salem was
Right.
it's very touristy, and it's definitely
Yeah, I
centered
figured it
around
would be. That's a bucket list place for me. I want to go to Salem one of these days.
But the what was the hotel name that we stayed in? Is that
the Hawthorne.
the Hawthorne? Yeah,
Is haunted.
is so haunted.
It's so haunted.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
It's got to be. It's in
Um,
Salem.
Well, yeah.
we went to a spot where they actually think where the people were buried after they were hung, which no witches were burned at the stake. They were all
Really?
hung. One was pressed. None of them were witches either.
Well, now
I was gonna
what's
say.
pressed mean?
So, by stone. So they put like a flat thing on top of somebody, and then they kept putting
Oh.
boulders and stones on top.
They were trying to get him to
man.
confess.
Yeah, they were trying to get him to confess. He didn't want to
It's
give
like a
up his
torture
family.
device, man.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
didn't want to give up his family, so all he said was more weight. So they just kept adding stones till he died.
Hey, man, that's a man right there. You know what I'm saying?
They've got the talking board museum there. From what I understand, the world's only talking board museum officially. And we actually did the person we were with, MJ Dixon, that and we were with Wretched Step too. But she's got ends in the whole city, which was one of the reasons why it was so fun being there, is because we got to go behind the scenes on a lot of stuff. But we did a spirit board session there at the Spirit Board Museum, and we actually got the man whose name, the one that got pressed, we got his name in our session. So
Wow. What was his
we
name? Do you
assumed
guys remember?
Giles Corey. So we
Okay.
assumed that was him that we were talking to, maybe, or somebody that was trying to pretend to
Wow.
be him. But
Right.
yeah, every time we have a session, because
That's
I'm
awesome.
still a huge skeptic, so every time we have a session, it blows my mind.
Yeah.
And I look at him, I'm like, "Are you sure you're not pushing that thing?"
Like my
Yeah,
finger's
yeah.
barely even touching, and like wants to rip my finger off the thing, because it starts moving around
Wow.
so fast.
It just,
And
it's incredible.
yeah, I mean, and then he let me keep my board there overnight to let it soak everything in, which was cool.
Mm-hmm.
And we did
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
MJ did a hand fastening ceremony for us inside the Talking Board Museum too.
Yeah.
Which was so cool.
For our vow was.
A hand
Well, we didn't
fastener.
do any vows, but.
Well, tell me what that is. I've never heard of that.
I mean, the technical
They put
stuff. It's a tradition overseas. I think it's Celtic, Nordic, in history. But it's right up there. Do I want to get it and show? But you take a binding that's been made with the intention of blessing the relationship, and as you're saying basically a prayer. I mean, she's a witch, so witchcraft is actually a good thing. People don't understand, but at least most of it is. But anyhow, you take it and you bind the hands of the people, because we're holding hands. So you bind the hands of the people and you bless the marriage and the relationship and everything. And that's just it's a hand fastening ceremony. You're fastening your hands with a prayer over the relationship. So it was really cool.
Basically,
So,
like a blessing, a joining together, a blessing, stuff like that.
yeah,
That's cool.
like
That's cool.
any religion has their own thing. But we chose to get, our blessing done by a witch in the Ouija board museum in Salem, Massachusetts.
In Salem.
So she
That's
wants to go out
awesome, man.
Viking. She wants to go out Viking style.
I do.
and I guess we're both going
no
out that.
doubt.
We got to go out at the same time
Right.
so we can get burned in the middle of the lake on a raft.
That'd be awesome.
Pond
Or a pond,
drink ditch, something.
So when I proposed to her, I proposed to her Viking. I proposed to her Viking style. And so we did the hand fastening ceremony.
What's that mean? You hit her over the head and drug her back to the to the hotel room or something
style.
But I'd found like a blessing or something like that of like the Viking setting of intention for marriage. And so we did that, and couple of big torches going on, and
it was so
that's dope, bro.
The hand fastening,
and all the kids were there too, so it was really special.
Man, that is cool, man. That's awesome for you guys.
We stuck with the theme. The hand fastening is what Vikings did too, and then go out Viking style.
Yeah.
Well,
we both got those roots in our heritage too.
Hey, I don't know if I've got those roots in my heritage or not, but I pretend like I do anyhow because I'm totally into. Hey, I'm so into Vikings.
Blue face kind of
I had
thing?
my son. I would listen. I would look. I'd call my wife a shield maiden or whatever they're called, and I drink out of a ale horn here at the house. And I can pretend with the best of them. So.
Dude, Corky, let's go overseas. We'll plan a trip.
Hey, listen, do not threaten me with a good time because I'll go over there. There's like some village over there where they still live that way. I'd fit right in with them, man.
Dude, I'm telling you.
Only thing is, I don't like cold weather. I'd have to do something about the cold weather. So, but
deal with
we
it.
can figure that out then.
It gets cold in Tennessee sometimes.
Sometimes
it does, but it ain't nothing like living up in Iceland or whatever it is, wherever the Nordic people are from. But
Norway.
Yeah. But then everybody was like, because well, I don't know if you know, but after an investigation as a person, as a sensitive, you get super exhausted in every way. From an irregular investigation, a one-night investigation, even if you go to sleep early, you still have a hangover for
paranormal hangover.
Yeah, that's what they call the paranormal hangover. But
well, I told you guys about when I got that EVP at that great. Maybe I didn't, but I got an EVP. I went the one time I went and I got this EVP. I went home and I actually got sick that night. It's like it drained me of all my energy and I got sick.
Yeah. But so, going into it, months ahead, I'm already like, dude, I don't know how we're going to make it. I don't know how we're going to do it. I don't know how we're going to survive this because I get cranky after one night. I get to feeling bad after one night. I'm like, I don't know. And we're driving up there, like in a car, of course, in a car and truck. But so we're driving up there in this rental car for however many days we were driving and sleeping on air mattresses and each night, not getting great sleep. But I was like, I don't know how we're going to make it. We made it. We made it to our bed in the Hawthorne and slept there for a few nights and flew home. Thank God we didn't drive home. But it took, I swear to God, Corky, it took me 2 weeks to be able to be who I was again. I literally was not myself for 2 weeks. Like I couldn't think. I could barely talk, like and form a logical sentence. Let alone like my poor customers like had to wait for their orders to get done. Cause I'm like, guys, I can't do nothing.
Dead to the world.
Yeah. For like 2 weeks. It was insane, but we made it. So we made it home and recovered, and now we're back at it again. This weekend, we've got MSP. Oh, damn. Look at you. I look so good on you.
I start to say you guys do an awesome job, man, because this hat is my new favorite hat. Of course, I wear it on my other podcast, but I'm definitely want to get you to make me one of these.
Yeah.
For this show.
You'll have to tell me, because I sent you the 2 black ones. You'll have to tell me if you like one or the other one better, because one was a wool blend.
This is my favorite.
You'll have to tell me which one it is. What's the brand on it?
This is it's not this brand.
Okay, so it's the one that wasn't that.
Yeah, because I think the other black one and they were both this brand, but this is the one that I think looks good on me. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so that one was the one that I picked out especially for you. That's a fancy man hat right there. That's got the
this red one.
No, she's talking about
the one on your head.
Well, it makes sense because this sucker is fly right here, man. I love it.
That's a bit of a better brand. It's a more expensive hat, but the quality was so much better.
Yeah. I think it's a Russell, wasn't it? It's a Russell hat, something like that.
Richardson? I think Richardson. It's an R, though.
Richardson, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, but
so when I order this hat, I want it to be Richardson, whatever this one was.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I just wanted to get you that red and black blend, and then I saw they had a full black one. I'm like, well, I'm going to get these two. That's why I was like, dude, I'm throwing these two in because it's my deal, but.
Oh, yeah, man, and this is an awesome hat. I mean, look how cool that looks, dude. This thing is awesome. And if you can tell, I love red and black. It's kind of my colors. But I like the way this one fits me, man. It just looks good on me. I like it.
Which is hilarious because those are our colors too, red and black and white. Are what the most of our stuff has, unless it's on the paranormal side, then it's got the electric green to it. But
cool people think alike. That's the way I like to put it.
There you go. But yeah, I'll take care of you. I'll put it in my next order. Okay, you just tell me how many hats to buy, and I'll make whatever you want me to.
I sure will. I'll send you that logo because that's my whole. I got this little saw blade theme going on.
Yeah.
I kind of act like I've got a little brand happening here. But you guys do awesome work, and I appreciate the stuff you got for me, man. And I know the rest of us, there's like 7 of us on that other podcast. They're going to be reaching out to you for stuff. So, and we're also, we're doing a horror movie con that we're going to be there, and we're going to be wearing all your stuff at that horror movie con. So if people
you got to
want any
remember,
of it, I'm
Corky,
definitely going to.
You've got your own page to order from now.
I know. I need to get that so I can get that stuff out so people can order stuff from you guys.
I got the shirt on there. I don't have the hat. I need to get the hat on there because we're trying to figure out pricing for the hat.
And which one you want to be selling to your people? Yeah. Like, do you want to sell that one to your people, or do you want to sell the ones that are?
It'd be this one.
Okay. Yeah. So that'll have to be a little bit more expensive because it's a better quality.
Just make sure they give themselves enough time.
You get what you pay for, man.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they ain't nobody in no hurry, bro. I wanted this stuff, this hat, and that shirt you guys got me because we're going to be doing the horror movie convention, FrankenCon. So we're going to rock all that stuff at the horror movie convention we're going to. So it's going to be awesome.
Anybody can go to that store page under our website and order. Once we get everything up, you just let me know what you want. If you want different kinds of shirts, if you want different kinds of hats, you guys want koozies or whatever. Hell, I can even do I can even do baseball jerseys and shit. So
sweet. Well, I'll be talking to you, man, because there's actually that podcast. I love my war room, but that other podcast is my baby. I don't know if you can tell, and we actually have quite a big following on it. So that's where I spend most of my time. But I do like to talk some ghosts with some people every now and then. So. It's kind of hard doing 2 podcasts, but I definitely love these conversations, and you guys do great work. And I'll after we get done here, you can give me that website, or I can find it, and I'll start posting all that stuff, and we'll get it together because I really appreciate you guys doing that for me, man. It's awesome.
He's the technical guy.
Guys, and before we go, I do got one more quick question. If you guys got time to answer it.
Yep.
My lovely daughter is turning 21 this year, right? And she just blessed my heart. Awesome. That's great. But Breely come up to me the other day and she told me, she said, Dad, for her birthday, it's in June. Her and her friends have all pulled their money together and they have rented the Heritage, some hospital here in Tennessee that's about 2 hours away. And they're going to go do their first paranormal investigation as a group.
That's awesome.
And I'm like, well, I said, I got to talk to some people because I ain't going. We know that. I'm not going. I told them I'm going to get all their little friends together and I'm going to interview them on this show here after they get done. But what do you suggest they do before they go as far as getting ready to go and stuff like that? Like, setting boundaries and stuff like that. What would your advice be for them?
That's a him thing.
Yeah. Set intentions. You got to make sure beforehand that you focus on, nothing's allowed to attach to you. Nothing, it's you set your intentions. You can speak it out loud, or you can, in your mind. Some people use crystals. That's another thing, like selenite and stuff like that will help. Or, what's it called?
Black tourmaline.
Black tourmaline. Thank you.
Smoky quartz.
Smoky quartz. All that.
Let me write that down.
We can send you some stuff.
Yeah.
And I got them this little ghost meter I'm going to send with.
Nice. Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Not everything's a demon. Chances are it's probably not, or is just an angry spirit. Because if you're an asshole in life, you're going to die and become an asshole in death.
Don't bring any idiots with you can't trust.
Yeah.
Like when we investigate,
a bunch of 20-year-old idiots. That's what they are.
Well, we all.
Well, there's a difference because some light fires and try to do seances or stupid stuff like that. And,
I don't think they would do something like that.
Yeah. Don't push the boundaries. Don't push the envelope or something. It'll catch you off guard and it'll.
Yeah. So
take advantage of the situation.
If you go in to purposely provoke him and anger him, especially if it's the first time, you're not going to like the results. Like we never do that, and that's why we watch out where people are around. But if you go in with the purpose of, well, I'm not getting anything, so I'm going to piss them off to get something.
Right.
It's not good. If you don't get anything, you don't get anything, and that's okay because you should still have a fun time walking around in an abandoned building for the whole night.
Yeah.
What was it called? What was the place called?
I'll have to text you. I don't remember. It starts with an H. I want to say Heritage or Hermitage.
Was it Harriman? It's a town Old about Harriman 2 Hospital?
Harriman. Old Harriman Hospital. That's it. Yeah, that's it.
That's a good location.
Have you guys been there?
No.
No, we got invited there, but we can't go because it's such a long
drive.
I tell you what, I will. I've got a friend named Donna. She's part of Who's Your Paranormal, and she knows that location. And
okay,
I might put her in contact with you because she'll be able to more
talk about the place.
Yeah, she's the one that invited us. She's been trying to get us on an investigation with them, and like, we can't help it that you live 10.5 hours away from us. Like, do something here in the Midwest. So, but that's we're doing awesome. Ashmore with them, and because Ashmore's only 7.5 hours away, which is doable for us. So
yeah,
we got to go.
Sweet, yeah. So you guys got to go. I'm sorry, I'll sit here and talk all day with you.
No, we will too. We just happen to have tickets to a minor league baseball game. So
y'all go have a good time, man. And I'll probably get this posted tonight, and I'll put links to all your stuff in there, and I'll do all that other stuff. And I appreciate you guys coming on, man. And
thanks for having us on again.
We will definitely do this again. Oh, the more you investigate, you guys are going to be a recurring guest on here. So. You're one of my regulars. I love you guys.
We'll have more energy next time, I promise.
Oh, I promise it's been a rough weekend for us all. But thanks, guys.
We gotta go in with you on something one of these days, Corky. We can't just be internet friends.
No, it can't be just this little screen. I want to meet all these people, especially you guys, because I was just telling John Fike, you guys are, I can tell people I mesh with, and I mesh with you guys. I really appreciate you guys. Man.
He's not, because that's when FrankenCon.
I'm not. I've got this FrankenCon I'm doing. I was going to come, but then we got invited to FrankenCon, so I had to pick one I'm going to do. So,
Boo. All the boys are going to be there.
I know. I'm going to miss it. I know. But like I said, I had to choose between them, so I choose this other one. But maybe, over the next year, I can get together with everybody. I think it'll be fun.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, you guys go watch some baseball, and I'll have this posted probably by the time you get home.
Oh my gosh! Thank you, Corky.
Thanks, guys. I'll talk to you later.
Okay,
see y'all. Bye.
In the paranormal war room, the legends arise.